A little motivational speech for the people with arthritis, inflammatory arthritis, which I have this morning. And this is something I consistently have to tell myself. I have to live off this idea. This is the opposite of what they told me when I was diagnosed with inflammatory arthritis, the complete opposite. When I was diagnosed, there was no mention of what we can do, what we can strive to do, because this is the most important thing. We have to strive for more with this. If you have inflammatory arthritis or a form of arthritis, an autoimmune disease, we have to have higher goals. I hate comparing myself to normal people or someone who maybe doesn't have the symptoms of arthritis. Everyone's going through something, so I hate using that comparison. But if you're dealing with a condition like this, we need high goals. We need to strive for high goals. We don't start there. We start with small changes, small goals, but we have to go after the highest goals because we're going to be dealing with these additional things on the body, maybe the SI joints bothering you, the low back, the tightness, the stiffness, but we need higher fitness goals than everyone else. We need to think this way. We need to think, what can we achieve? How do we go after high goals? And this is something I have to consistently remind myself, because sometimes I just get stagnant and I say, well, that's as good as my flexibility is going to get, or I can't work out any harder. It's not about hard. It's about finding things you can build off of. You know, this morning, my hip was bothering me a little bit. I've been on an incredible gym streak. I've been going to the gym religiously early. This became my thing. It's when just I feel the best. I want to get to the gym. I want to loosen up. And this morning, the hip was bothering me a little bit, but I said, I got to get there. I got to keep going. What can I do this morning that has nothing to do with it? I tried stretching it. I tried stretching the hip out. It made it worse. It was aggravated, but I said, let's put this to the test. How do I keep this going? What can I do that has nothing to do with the hip? So I focused on other areas of my body. I focused on movement, circulation, and I said, no pain in the hip, let's do other things. That became my motto with inflammatory arthritis. Even if we have symptoms, unfortunately, we can have symptoms a lot of the times, and we can have different things that go around the body. So my thing became, let's keep everything moving. When we're dealing with something, my hip was bothering me, let's do different stuff that has nothing to do with it. There's zero pain when we work out. We build off of things that feel good. So ultimately, I do this workout, I'm using machines, I'm doing a little more upper body, has nothing to do with the hip. The leg stuff I'm doing is maybe calf related, and I do the workout, and ultimately after the workout, my hip feels better because I'm able to get the circulation, the blood flow, but also my mindset was, you know, just keep going, find different things. Don't push through the pain, but keep going. So this became my motto and kind of how I started putting together workouts, unique workouts, and I adapted it. But how I was able to maybe thrive more than the normal person is I found all these different ways to work out. It wasn't just one thing. It wasn't like I'm just going to do high intensity, or I'm just going to go full throttle, or I'm just going to lift heavy weights. A lot of injury risk things. So the normal person might want to get into shape, so they say I have to do CrossFit because that's the best way. As a personal trainer with inflammatory arthritis, I learned we can get fit through, there's all these methods, and the most important thing is choose the method that's pain-free that you can build off of. I'm using machines, I'm using resistance bands. Sometimes I lift heavy, sometimes I lift really light, more repetitions. I just focus on consistency. And that's what made me different from everyone else and made me realize, oh, I can be incredibly healthy with this. Forget symptoms. What can we do even with symptoms? That's the motto. Find what you can do even when you're dealing with a little something, because mindset-wise, we're going after our goals still no matter what. That's the secret.